Welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I just wanted to show you a little bit more information about these scope probes that I usually got. I paid $14 for two of them. They came in this package with some accessories, and I want to show you a little bit more about them and maybe make some corrections from a little introduction I did in the previous video. This is the little user's guide that comes with it. Let me zoom in. Also, I'm using my new lapel microphone. Okay, and there are various versions of this. I bought the one that was 100 megahertz, good for up to 100 megahertz. Again, it was $14 for two of them. And it comes with all these accessories. So let me go to the page that shows you what the accessories are, because I made a mistake about some of them. For instance, this little, let me show you the package here. This little black guy right here, I thought it was just another probe. Turns out that is an adjustment tool to adjust the probe's compensation, frequency compensation. And on the probe, where'd it go? Oh, I'm sorry, it's at the other end. Oh, sometimes I wonder about myself. On this end, right there, down inside that hole, is a little screw that you can adjust the compensation of the probe in case it doesn't quite meet what your scope wants. So, for instance, I'll just show you, here's some waveforms here, and it shows you, I don't know if it'll show up very good, shows, there's a little blip here, blip there, and then when you adjust it, you get a nice clean waveform. Of course, you need a nice clean waveform to adjust it with, such as a signal generator. So that's what that little black thing is. It's an adjustment tool to go down in this hole and adjust that compensation. So these cheap, maybe I should call them inexpensive, probes have that feature. The connectors look really nice. Of course, I've noticed recently that the connectors, excuse me, I'm sorry. Always this time of day, my sinuses try to clear. Coming from China are not a pretty good quality. Not excellent, but considering the price, $14 for two probes and the accessories, not bad. Okay, here's all the things you get, and you get enough for two probes. You get the probes themselves, you get two probes, which, like I showed you before, has this little red slide switch so you can attenuate the input, so you can read up to 10 times what your scope is normally capable of. It's got this ground, two of those, which is the part I'm missing for my other scope probe. It's got this retractable, like this, retractable little hook on the end. You can take this off. I haven't figured out exactly how, and it doesn't say any instructions how to pull that a little clip-on thing off so that you got the pointed end, which is down underneath here, to use for probing like solder connections. There's a little slot right there. I think, no, that's just where this thing slides. Let me see if I can get it in the camera here. So you can see that's where that thing slides. I'm thinking maybe use that alignment tool to push that down in there and then it slips off. I'm thinking that's the case, let me use my screwdriver. Got a screwdriver right here. And let me see if I can break this thing before I've even used it. Stand by. No, apparently that's not the way you do it. Although it looks like it. Yeah, let's don't break it. Let's don't break it. Just got it. I don't want to... Typically you just pull these off, but I can't pull it off, so we'll let that go for now. Definitely don't want to embarrass myself on the camera. What else? Compensation trimmer, that's what I just showed you. This is the tool to do the adjustment. And then it says a ground spring provides shorter grounding path for better signal integrity. I don't see that. I don't see that in here. I don't see any spring. I don't know what that is. Okay, the next thing is this little probe. It's a locating sleeve. That is the little yellow thing right here. That is for using locating sleeve could ensure the stability and reliability of the tip exposed to the test point. Taking a look at it, it looks like, well, you don't put it on there, I don't think. Let me just open this little pouch. Good grief. I don't know what it is about these plastic zip bags. Nowadays, I really struggle to get them open. Okay, let's pull this out, and we'll pull the yellow thing out, the other yellow thing. And that has, that says that this, that doesn't show it. I have another one here. I'll put them both in my hand. One of them is just a rounded end, and one of them have this little finger end. And I think they both have tiny holes on the end. So I think this is when you've figured out how to get this tip off, and you can put these on there for kind of protection so you don't short out the end of the probe against something else. I think that's what these are for. I have to figure out it. I still don't know how to get this thing off the end. Seeing if it screws off. Yeah, it doesn't apparently screw off. It looks like, it definitely looks like you have to push in that little thing there. That little thing that slides back and forth. I think you have to push that in, and then that lets this whole mechanism come off. That's what I attempted to do a few minutes ago, and I was not successful. Probably didn't have the right tool. We'll let that go. So I think that covers everything that comes with these. On the back of this, it gives you some of the characteristics of these probes, and like I say, there are multiple options. There are multiple part numbers. So you can get them that they work from 20 megahertz all the way to 150 megahertz. I got the one that works up to 100 megahertz, which is what my scope works up to. Possibly I should have got the one that went up to 150 megahertz, but I didn't. Okay. Attenuation possibilities are ×1 and ×10, all of them. Input resistance is 1 mega ohms or 10 mega ohms, depending on what setting you have. Capacitance. Input voltage up to 200 volts in the 1 times position and 600 volts in the 10 times. And then it lists the accessories that could come with it. I didn't get this spring, I don't think so. Doesn't appear to be in this little package. No, I don't think I got the spring. Oh well. Again, $14 for 2 of these little babies, and this will work on my scope that was given to me, which works up to 100 megahertz. And we'll have to test these out pretty soon. I do have the single generator that I was also given, and I think it goes up to 100 megahertz also. So we'll give it a try when we get things set up. So if you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, both the scope probes and the lapel mics, turns out you do get 3 microphones for $6.50. Now, if that's not cheap, I don't know what is. And I'm using one right now, so you can kind of hear the what the quality of it is. I do have my wall air conditioner on, so it's over there making a lot of noise. And what I was going to say is I put both of these in my Amazon store. They show up on the first page. And if you want to support my shows, you can buy through my Amazon store. It's a storefront. So once you've selected an item, it takes you to the regular Amazon store, and then you're dealing directly with Amazon. If you have any problems, they will work with you. It's shipped from Amazon. Mine is just a storefront, and if you buy something through my storefront, I get a small commission, which I use to buy things like this to review. So that's how it works. The address for my store is down in the description below each of my videos. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.